Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Q&A with Matt K. This is the video series where I get to show you a little bit about what I do for a living. As a Salesforce expert, I often am asked questions and I have to answer those questions on the fly. And you're going to get to see me answer a question on the fly with no preparation at all. In this case, it's a question from someone like you out in the world. I found a question on Trailhead, and I'm going to go ahead and answer it. I found it right before we started recording. Before I begin, though, don't forget to like and subscribe. I get to do these videos because people like you take the time to watch, and the only way we know you watch is by liking and subscribing. That really tells us that how much people enjoy these videos, and it allows me to take more time to make them. And I do enjoy doing them because I love playing with Salesforce. Been doing it for 23 years now. And with that, let's go ahead and jump in. This is a question, let me zoom in for you, that I just found on Trailhead. This person is asking for a custom button on a Lightning record page for instance opportunities. And when this button is clicked, they want to display a list of names and names from a custom object, so another type of object, I guess, filtered by certain fields. They only want to display the names, not the full records. This sounds similar to something I think I've done before. They want to use a flow. We can definitely do it with a flow or declarative tools, so no code. I know I can for sure do it with the Lightning Web Component, but we can do it with flow. I know I've done this. Assuming I understand what they're asking for. There's actually, there's a little image here. What are we looking at in this image? So a button would go here, and then we'd see, I'm not sure what we're seeing here because we're on an opportunity already. But a button that launches a flow, no problem. A flow that shows the names of records from another type of record, no problem. Okay, let's just jump in. I think I can do this. I'm gonna build this for opportunities. Let's do what this person asked for. Oops. Let's do that one more time. Opportunities. Here we go. And while that loads, so I don't think they said they mentioned the name of the button. I'm gonna go ahead and open up setup because that page is taking a while to load, and we'll jump to flows. And it's gonna be a screen flow. So because we wanted to show stuff on the screen, a human is clicking the button, it's going to be a screen flow. So I'm going to click new flow, and let's see if I can make this work. For those of you that are regular viewers, I have been gone for a couple weeks. I went to a couple different conferences, so I apologize for not posting as often as I normally do, but I hope to catch up. So here we are, we're creating a screen flow, and the first thing we're going to do is add a screen element. And so we're going to say show records or something like that as the name of this element. Inside this element, we're going to, what are we going to do? We're going to display records. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do that with a data table. But I don't have those records yet. So I got to get the records. I got to get them. So let me... Yes, that's not going to work. Okay, so let me delete that real quick and hit done. So the very first thing I should do is get the records, right? So we're on an opportunity. We need to get some records. Let's get some records. So I'm going to choose get records. I'm going to call this query records. Now this person just said other record. It didn't really go into the type of record that we need. It shouldn't make a difference, right? We have every type of record that we need here. I'm going to go ahead and just choose account. And here's how we can filter. So the question did ask, ideally it would be a custom object. That's fine, whether it's a standard custom doesn't make a difference. But fields would be filtered. And so here's where we can do that filter. We can say something like account number is equal or not equal to. Let's do that. Is null equals false. Okay. We can choose a sort order. So maybe we'll do a name ascending. And let's get all records up to a limit. Let's do 10 because I don't want to do too many from a speed perspective. And that looks good. So we're querying the records. In this case, it's an account, but it shouldn't matter. We have a filter condition. We can have multiple conditions. We could do ands. We could do ors. In fact, maybe I'll do an or and add another condition, and we'll say the other condition is active equals true equals yes. We're getting multiple records. I'm getting 10. You don't ever want to really do all. You always want to have a limit. We're going to hit save. Actually, before let's call this record names, right? Call it record names. Now I need to go back to this screen here, and now I can put my data table onto here, and we'll call this record table, and we can choose the collection that we get from doing the query. And then we can choose what we want to show here. So I'm going to show multiple rows, not just one. I'm going to configure the columns. The first column I'm going to choose is just the name column because that's what they said they wanted. Done, done. And let's test it out. Uh-oh, nothing showed up. But this may be, well, that doesn't look good. Let's ignore that error message. Oh, look at that. Account name is filled in. Account number. Sorry, account number is filled in. Yeah, we got nothing showing up here. So something is not working. Account number is null is false, which means that it is not null. Active equals yes. This or this. Sending by name. Store all fields. It's inefficient. That's okay. Come back here. Wait a minute. Let me hit save and run it one more time. Aha! Okay. Phew. I was nervous. So I think this is what they want. This looks about right to me. Let's do the next step, right? So now we have to get it to be a button. So I'm going to activate this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep. The name of this flow is record names. Let's just come back here. They want a button on a Lightning record page, for example, on an opportunity object. There's a button, but why would it show up here? I don't quite get this part of the image. Maybe someone at home understands it, but that's okay. We'll keep moving forward and hope that this is what they're looking for. Maybe it's enough that they can then take it further. I'm going to create a button. I never know which one to click. I'm going to start with action because it's alphabetical. Okay. Flow and record names. Okay. View record names. Let's hit save. I think this is the right way to do it. It's letting me do something. That's always a good sign, right? Let's go to opportunity layout. Although now that I think about this org, that might not be the right place to put it. Let's come here and edit this opportunity page. Edit this opportunity lightning page. And see what buttons are up here. Add an action. Looking for record names. Don't see record names. Not a good sign. Okay. Why is it not there? This is why I don't typically choose the action when I create. Let's come back to buttons. Record names doesn't show up there. Let's go to mobile and lightning. Record names doesn't show up here. Where the heck do those actions go? This is why I don't choose actions because I have no idea where it ends up going. Oh, it's view record names. That might be it. Let's try that one more time. There it is. View record names. Okay, my bad. No editing. If you're new to the channel, watching these videos, no editing. This is what it's like to actually work in the field. The trick is to do this without looking like you don't know what you're doing when you're working with a client in person or on a Zoom or Google Meet or something like that. That's the trick. The trick is to make sure that they have confidence in you and that you're not stumbling like I am. And of course, I would go about this differently if I was not trying to demonstrate what it's really like behind the scenes, right? So, if in fact that would be a really cool video. Maybe I should make one day where we have two cameras going at the same time, two screen shares. One where you get to see the client's perspective, and one where you get to see the consultant's perspective. Because I have multiple monitors, and so I only share the screen that is the confident screen where I know what I'm doing. I don't share the screen where I'm trying to remember how to do it. Just a little behind the scenes uh, hint there. Okay, so let's go to this opportunity. Here's view record name. So it's a button. When you click the button, we're going to see a flow. That flow is going to show the names of records in another object filtered by some fields. I think that's it. I might be done. I probably should take away the checkboxes. We could do that. I don't quite understand what the screenshot is other than the button there. So hopefully I did what they asked for. If you have an interpretation of this that was different than what I built, let me know in the comments, either on the video or feel free to respond to this question. The title was how to create a button on a Lightning record page that displays a filtered list of names from another object. So once again, I appreciate you joining me today as I figured this out. It was a pretty quick one, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up with more questions like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can always send it my way or post it to Trailhead and I might find it. See you guys next time.